Hello, everybody. Today we are going to be doing 1-point perspective using Kleki. So go to www.kleki.com. First thing we're going to do is fill in our background with a light sky color. Next, go to the shapes and select line. You want to make sure you go down, get a dark color to create your line. You want to start as far as you can over and then go across as far as you can over and drop that there. Then I'm going to go to yellow, pick up some yellow. I'm going to switch over to paintbrush, increase the size of my paintbrush by a little bit. I'm going to make the point on my line. So this line is called our horizon line. It's where the sky and the ground meet. And the point is our vanishing point. It is the point of 1-point perspective. So I added that into my picture. Now, before I get started doing the lines, I'm going to go ahead and drop in color for my grass. Now I'm going to go back to the shapes. Line is already selected. I'm going to pick up a gray to do my lines. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is make a road. So I put the cursor, this is the cursor, the little plus sign thing. I'm going to take the cursor onto the point, and I'm going to go down as if I am kind of making a capital letter A. But I'm not going to make that horizontal line across. I'm going to get a little bit of a darker color for the road itself. Go back to fill. So I pick up the paint bucket, I moved it to a darker color, oops, drop. So anytime that you see that happen, it means one of your lines is not complete. So somewhere in here, my line is not complete. So I just go backspace. I'm going to go back to the line segment. And I'm just going to leave it on that color that it's at now. I'm going to go as far down as I can beyond the picture. Hopefully that will do the trick. Let's see. Ta-da! It worked. So what had happened was I hadn't made the line go down far enough. All right, so I have my sky, I have ground, and I have a road. It's a start. It's kind of boring right now, but it's a start. So I'm going to go up just a little bit in my grayscale, and I'm going to go to the solid rectangle. It says rectangle fill. All right, you're going to make a rectangle on both sides. It has to go above and below the horizon line. It does not have to be the same size. They could be different. But don't put them too close to the road. Don't put it too high, and don't put it too low, okay? So you want a little bit above, a little bit below, and a little bit away from the road. So I've got the sides of my building right here. Well, the fronts, I guess, kind of. I'm gonna, I guess I'm already in shapes. Select line. I'm gonna go right here to the corner of my building so my cursor is on the building. I'm going to take my line to the point, and I'll go down here to the bottom, do the same thing, and then I'm going to draw a vertical line right here. All right, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Go from the corner of the building to the point. And you can do this with paper, pencil, and a ruler as well. Or if you don't have a ruler, you can use a straight edge, like a piece of paper or cardboard. But the point of the point is to go to the point. So you need to make sure that your lines always go to the point. And vertical lines are always vertical. They should never be kind of leaning like a diagonal line. They should be straight up and down. Sometimes that can be hard to do. Now, I'm going to select a color that's a little bit darker than what I have on this side of the building. Might be a little too dark. Up a little bit. I'm going to go to fill. Fill that in, fill that in, fill that in, fill that in. Okay, so do you notice how I still have that line right there? So what I can do is switch over to the paintbrush, and I've got that color on the brush right now, so I'm just going to go over top of that line to get rid of it. Bye-bye line. Now, if I want to pick up a color that I've already used to get rid of the extra lines, all I have to do is right-click like that. And see how it selects the green of the grass? So now it has green on there. So I can use that to erase the extra. Now, I made that look kind of easy. There's a lot of times I accidentally wobble into my building. So if you do that, don't freak out. Just go up here to your backspace button, and you can undo what you just did. So I right-clicked on the sky, so I can get rid of these lines that are in my sky. Bye-bye lines in the sky. There we go. All right, now I'm going to get a dark color, go back to my shapes, solid rectangle fill. I'm going to come down here on this side of the building. Anything on this side of the building can be done just regular, straight on rectangles, all right? You don't have to worry about angles or going to the point when you're on the front side of the building right here. So you can add windows, doors. If you want to make a sign like it's a store, you can look at the teacher example in the folder. I made a Turtles R Us store, just to be silly. And you'll notice there are two turtles escaping from the building. They're like, run away, run away. So take your time with this. You want the windows to be relatively the same size and to be in the same positions. You don't want them to be all up and down and sideways and crooked and crazy. So, yep. So that's how you add windows in. You just kind of got to eyeball it, which means just kind of line up your cursor the best you can and add it in. If it's a little off, not a big deal. They don't want to have windows like this. That doesn't make sense. Oh, and if you want to make a sign, let me show you how to do that. All right, so if I'm going to make a sign for my building, let me get a light color. I'm going to put the sign right here, big beside the door. It's kind of weird, but I'm just showing you how to do this. Then select the letters, or select the letter T there, and you come over here and click, and you can write but the thing is, I did not switch colors. Let's try that again. So I put Tulip Grove Elementary. Let's see. It won't let me. See, these are learning as we go. Let's try this again, guys. Tulip Grove. Go to black. I'm going to shrink the size. Oh, that's going to be terribly small. All right. Well, I put it on there. So that's how you make a sign if you want to make a sign. You'll see my turtles are us. I don't know, I feel like it worked out a little bit better. Let me see if I can make something else. Let's write welcome. Use black. Let's increase the size. There we go. Make it bold. Okay, so there we go. You can see the welcome pretty well there. You can add shrubberies to your picture if you want to. Don't forget to switch back to brush though. I like to use the chalk function when I do like shrubs and bushes. Now that is almost the same exact color as my grass, so I need to change that. Because it's kind of pointless to make something that is the exact same color as the grass. Might as well not make it. So I'll just shrub over here. If you'll make them a flowering shrub, by all means, you can totally do that. You can add like a little patio area out here. You could add lines in the window. If you want to try to add people in the window, you can try. They're going to have to be pretty small though. Could be hard, but hey, if you're up for the challenge, I would love to see it. You can work in some clouds. Remember, just add in the lines into your picture and then take the blur function and come in and blur out the color to make it look more cloud-like. If you want to add a sun into the picture, that is more than okay. You can do that. Now, if you want to add windows into the side of your building, it is very challenging, but if you're up for the challenge, I'll show you how to do it really quickly. I'm going to get a light color so you can see. Start here on my building, go to the point, because we always go to the point. The point of the point is to go to the point. So we connect. You can make your windows like this. And that's how you add windows on the side of the building, and then get rid of your extra lines just like that. If you want to not add windows on the side, that is absolutely okay. If you want to add some trees or other things in your picture, I welcome that. Like I said, I'll show you my other example that I did that has a little bit more detail in it so you can see. All right, guys, can't wait to see your pictures when they're all finished. Have an awesome day.